in the last 2 years, we've made just over 200 asks for people to serve on advisory boards in our now 30 clients that we have nationwide. We have one no. One person said no. And that one person who said no, his name is Tony Hsieh, who's the founder and CEO of Zappos.com, which is the shoe company in Las Vegas. One of our clients is a company called KnowledgeNet, and they had a very high turnover rate with about 50 of their 100 employees. So one of the owners read the book Delivering Happiness, written by Tony Hsieh. Those of you who haven't read it, it's a great book. It's a great read. It talks about philosophy and customer service. Delivering Happiness, written by Tony Hsieh. They wanted Tony to come serve on their board. I'm like, well, you know, he's a billionaire. He's out selling his book. I'm not sure if I can get him to come serve on your board, but I'll try. So I sent him tony.hsieh@zappos.com. Hsieh, I spelt it right, at zappos.com. And I finally got an email that didn't get pinged back. So if any of you want to know it, it's CEO@zappos.com. Yeah. So I sent it. Michael's like, I'm going to do it right now. I sent it. 2 hours went by. I got a ping back. Hey, thank you for the email. I'm really busy. It was him. I'm out promoting my book. I appreciate the honor. And I said, hey, I'm not a freako, even though I know I'm a freako. I said, I'm not a freako. Here's my business. Here's my bio. Here's the business that we're building the board for. Here's what we're doing. I told him the whole story. And he said, I really don't have time. And I responded back to the email, no, really, really, really. It'd be great to have you. It's only once a quarter to come to the board meetings. Go away, kid, go away, kid. I'm his elder, right? He's 34, you're a billionaire. I hate him. So he finally agreed to a phone call. So I was on the phone with him for about 5 minutes. And I said, hey, I just need 5 minutes of your time. I just want to chat with you a little bit about where this organization is going. You wrote this great book. Why not offer these types of services for other companies that are going through the same types of problems? They went from 318% turnover to 18% turnover in 1 year with 6,000 employees. So how did they do it? Well, they completely transformed culture. So that was what the book was about, transforming culture. So I talked to him. He goes, you know what? You don't want me. You want my director of HR. Her name is Jamie. Have her come serve on this company's board. I said, well, why don't you send an email to Jamie and tell her that I'm going to reach out to her. He's the CEO of the company, right? So I'm going to have an in with Jamie. So I asked Jamie. Jamie agreed to serve. She's now been on this company's board for 3 years, almost 4 years. Great relationship. We've reduced turnover in this particular client significantly. We flew the management team from KnowledgeNet from Phoenix to Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? So we flew to Vegas and we had a good time. It was okay, right? So we toured Zappos. We met with Tony Hsieh for 4 hours, talked about culture, talked about things that they do, and then took those things back to Phoenix and instilled them inside of KnowledgeNet's culture. And it was fantastic. That kind of thing for me, kind of bakes my cookies and really makes me feel I'm making a difference in the organization and where it needs to go. Sometimes where they were thinking, where they go. Now it was a little weird for me personally. I'm in my 40s. They have no dress code at Zappos. No dress code. So I saw not less than 10 employees wearing pajamas to work, slippers, hair sticking up. If you want to come look at pictures, I took some photos with my phone. Unbelievable what people did in their cubes and what they like live there. And it was just this environment. And then I met Tony at like a little water, literally I was getting water, and he walked up to me, he goes, hey, Jim. I said, hey, Tony. He said, so what do you think so far? I said, to be honest with you, Tony, I think it's the most crazy looking place I've ever seen in my entire life. He goes, that's what we expect. I said, what do you mean? He goes, we actually expect that. I said, what about performance? Every single time I walked by somebody's area, they were jibber-jabbering. They weren't working. He goes, we expect 70% performance. Huh. Well, that's unacceptable. Mm-hmm. Not here. That's what you get. So why not embrace it, is what he said. I'm like, oh, okay, you're the billionaire, not me. So that worked out really well. We were able to get Jamie on the board, had a lot of success, and be able to grow KnowledgeNet here in the Valley.